Yogi say anything to you during the game?
I never talked to him the whole game.
Just whatever he put down, you threw?
Yep. I got close.
You never shook off once?
Nope. Didn't have to. I didn't want to screw up a good thing. I couldn't have done it without Yogi. He was our catcher. You know, great. He knew he had been there so many years before me. He knew all the hitters in both leagues. I trusted him fluently. But that day, I never had such good control in my life. I threw it pretty darn close every time he called where it was.
Yogi, not one shake-off all day. You, Posada?
Well, the same thing with Jorge. I mean, when you're locked in, you're throwing, and then just first pitch is poof, right there. I'm like, wow. But then, you know, as the game was going, you trust your catchers, and you did with Yogi, you did with Joe, the same thing with me. To really have a guy that knows your mind out on the mound, knows what you want to throw in a situation, knows the hitters. It's a blessing in disguise when you know, the catcher and the pitcher have that mindset and they think the same. I just threw to where I had to throw to.
Not one shake-off from Posada either, so 2 for 2 here.
2 for 2.
I shook off Girardi one time in the 9th inning, of all things. The whole
you
game.
You trying to trick somebody?
Yeah, overthinking in the 9th inning.
You
Stress.
came back with the same pitch, though.
I did, exactly. I threw a fastball away to Ryan McGuire, who was pinch hitting that inning, got a strike.
Right.
And Joe called for a cutter in, and I shook him off to get back to that fastball away because it felt so good coming out of my hand. I wanted to do it again and go 0-2. I missed up and away. Really screwed up the at-bat. I should have stayed with Joe. The only shake-off I had the whole day was the wrong shake-off.
Did he say anything to you?
No, not really. After the game, we talked about it on down the line a little bit, a couple years later. I said, you know, that was the wrong thing. Joe handled me as well as anybody could. You know, I was tough to catch. I threw a lot of pitches, a lot of different angles, a lot of balls in the dirt. You know, I was not an easy pitcher to catch. Plus, I was a little volatile on the mound, too. So, you know, I was prone to ups and downs emotionally, and he handled me so well. He understood that. He never took anything personally in the heat of the battle. One of the quickest and brightest wits I've ever been around in terms of a catcher that could read the pitcher. He always understood how to sort of finesse his way through a game.